From what has been said multiple times over and over again by Liebe and devils around him, he is of low rank. But are these statements that we can really believe? Can we really believe Lucifero? Lucifero interacted with Liebe directly, and yet he said he didn't know who this devil was. He also says that anti-magic is paltry, something that has clearly been shown to not be the case. What if I told you that there is a plethora of evidence that Liebe is not just some low-ranking nobody? From what we know, there are 4 ranks of devils in Black Clover: low rank, mid rank, high rank, and supreme rank. There's actually a lot of evidence that Liebe is a high rank devil, essentially the same rank as the word devil Zagred. But there is also some evidence that he is of the supreme rank, a similar rank to that of the Cliff-Op devils Lilith and Nama and Megicula. Or at the very least, he'll become that rank in the near future, and I will be going over all of that evidence in this video, so please stay tuned. Now, if you guys would please do me a favor and check out my light novel series called 9 Fates, where I release chapters every week in my fantasy series called 9 Fates at website 9fates.com. That'll be linked below in the description. You can also check out my Twitter, link down below as well. And if you guys do enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on notifications so you can be notified every time I upload a new Black Clover theory on Theory Thursday. Now, this is a theory that I actually have been mentioning for months, that Liebe isn't actually a low-ranked devil. But I've never done a video just purely dedicating it to that topic, so I thought it'd be nice to have a video of all the current evidence and packing that into one video to let the ideas reach more people. So let's get into it. I think the most convincing argument is just showing you images of each rank of devil and comparing Liebe to them. This is what immediately caught my eye once we started seeing more and more of the ranked devils. Here's Liebe compared to low-ranked devils. Liebe compared to mid-ranked devils. Liebe compared to high-ranked devils. And Liebe compared to supreme devils. Did you notice anything here? Because I noticed that as the ranks went higher, the more and more Liebe looked like said rank. Low-ranking devils are beasts. They don't really speak and are far more animalistic in multiple traits. The mid-ranking devils are still beast-like, but a bit more humanoid than their low-ranking counterparts. But once the high rankers are revealed, which is Zagred, and this devil here, the one that threw Liebe out, he looks a lot more like these devils than the others. Again, all the low rankers look like beasts. Mid-rankers look a bit more like humanoid beasts, which falls with even the Faustian 4 Nox devils. Guimodello, the dog devil, looks like a humanoid dog. Plumade, the cat devil, looks like a humanoid cat. Wagner, the rooster devil, looks like a humanoid rooster. And finally, Slotos, the donkey devil, looks like a humanoid donkey. Remember, all of Nox devils are mid-rankers as stated by him. So, this again shows that the mid-ranking devils are more humanoid beasts compared to the low rankers and the high rankers. Zagred is a bit beast-like, but mostly humanoid. A notable difference is that low rankers are not covered in layers of black like Zagred or Liebe, whereas mid-rankers are actually seemingly bridging between that gap, partially covered in that black aura. Sure, the Faustian 4 are covered in black in this image, but that is probably because they are appearing through Nox shadow magic. We can actually see that Wagner's wings are not as dark as shown in this scene. Liebe, like Zagred and the twins, has this dark aura surrounding his frame. Then you have the eyes. Low-ranked devils have white eyes, mid-ranked devils black eyes, high-ranked devils black eyes as well. Liebe, black eyes. Of course, I'm referring to the sclera, the white part of the human eyeball. It's black for mid-ranked devils and higher, but Liebe has black sclera and red iris, eyes of a non-low-ranking devil. High-ranked devils and the supreme devil, Lilith and Nama, all have thin black lines down their chest. Liebe shares this trait. When it comes to horns, Liebe has 2, which all devils have the least, but when in devil union, when Asta is there are 4 horns present. While I do believe this could be a part of just Asta being a devil hybrid, it is very possible that devil union just pushes Liebe further, meaning Liebe has 4 horns and the other 2 have just not grown out yet, and only the top of the devils have 4 horns. Lucifero, Megicula, Xenon's devil, and Lucifugus all have 4 horns. Does this mean that Liebe was meant to be a supreme devil all along? It's very possible. But there is even more to this when the ears of the devils are brought in, as all mid and low-ranking devils have either no ears or some form of ears, but only the high and supreme ranked devils have pointy, long ears, like elven ears. Liebe has ears like these. There are so many more things in common that Liebe has with the higher ranked devils than the mid and low rankers. The only thing he shares somewhat is that he's a lower power with compared to the mid and low rankers. It's a low power, but that's when he had no mana, but then he got anti-magic. There has to be a reason, an explanation as to why Liebe is the only low ranker that looks like the high and supreme rankers. Either there is something secret going on here, where he's a high ranker of blood descent, or he would achieve higher status eventually after being born. Now, I know people are going to downplay this theory, because they're just going to say that devils don't get stronger, because there's no way to change their place in the hierarchy. But this really doesn't make much sense. Unless if devils are born in peak power at all times, there is no way for any new, high, or mid-ranked devils to be created. There couldn't be any new mid-devils because the pecking order can't be changed. By this very logic, it can only mean that Lucifero was the first devil, and the 9 other Qliphoth devils were born consecutively after, and then every single devil is the consecutive rank ever. Now, this could just mean that some devils are randomly born strong, but it's just kind of weird, because it seems like you're born into your pecking order. But I think there is another way to look at it. I think that what this means is that when a devil is born, the vast majority of the time, they will not grow past their peak. But if you think about it, devils have mana, and we know mana users can adapt and grow their magic, and we know that even low-rank devils should be vastly stronger than the average human, and thus have a higher rate of growth and power. There has to be situations where the lower ranks have actually usurped higher ranks. Sure, the stronger attack the weaker, but that means there's a chance that multiple devils attacking at once is causing for one of the devils, even a lowly devil, to survive being attacked from a higher rank, only to return from that scenario stronger because they survived that fight and developed something different, and overthrowing that higher ranked devil. There is another secret that might even show that Liebe is a Qliphoth devil. Look at the supreme devils compared to the high ranking devil, Zagred, and the unnamed devil that threw Liebe. See the difference? White hair versus black hair. Liebe, based on looks more on the side of the supreme devils than Zagred. Now I get this is only 3 of the Qliphoth devils with white hair, but that is a perfect 3 for 3. What are the odds that 3 of the devils have white hair? Now next comes to Liebe's power. He has anti-magic, and it is pretty potent despite spending no time really developing it, as he just attained the power right before Asta wielded the grimoire, meaning that he has only had anti-magic for 2 years, and that he's only been actively using it in the physical world ever since the contract was made. Despite this, he was able to hold his own quite well against Asta in the Devil Binding ritual. Not only was it confirmed that Liebe was holding back, but the devils are nerfed when fighting humans in that circle. While it is possible that this still wouldn't work on Liebe because of his anti-magic, it still could work depending on what type of magic the ritual is. If it warps reality, or is a law of the natural world, it could affect Liebe. So if Liebe was fighting his pure weakness, non-magical entities, and he was holding back while also being nerfed by the ritual, and still fought Asta quite well, that means that he can simply not be a low rank. Asta is an absolute tank, even in base form. Pre-time skip Asta, his base physical stats made him faster than Mirlina's attacks, he tanked some of her fire, and he was able to damage Third Eye Raya with his Third Eye activated with a punch. He got way stronger post time skip, being able to easily fly through grand magic regions, when before he couldn't do that without activating Black Form, and he poised greater control of his anti-magic even in just his base form. This partially stems from him learning his own version of Mana Skin with his anti-magic and the anime canon filler. This base Asta is much physically stronger, has much higher control of his anti-magic, including having an anti-magic skin, can take more anti-magic in, and with all that evidence, you have post-time skip Asta would at least be able to hold his own against a high-ranking devil like Zagred. Because he's physically stronger, if Asta could hold his own against a high-ranking devil in Zagred at all, then Liebe cannot be a low-ranked devil. This is because of how strong, like I said, base Asta is portrayed to be. If he is in his base form, that means that if he is in his base form, can hold his own against a high-ranked devil, and Liebe feasibly would have easily killed him had he not held back and had not been nerfed by the ritual, then there's just no way that he can truly be a low rank. Because not only is it just the looks, now it's the power. He looks like a high rank in every single way, with power on a much higher scale in terms of just sheer power. But the actual hacks of the anti-magic scales him even higher above what the actual power of it can do by actually amplifying his physical characteristics. So again, he doesn't look like any of the lower mid-rankers, he looks like a high ranker. His power is on the level of high-ranking devils. He has the body frame of a high-ranked devil, the markings of a high-ranked devil, the black aura of a high-ranking devil, line over the middle of the torso and chest, the long pointed ears, the eye color, and even seems more human compared to low and mid-ranking devils. I showed how images of low to mid to high-ranking devils showed an evolution from beast to humanoid. So this really kind of shows that Liebe very likely is not just a low-ranking devil. Or, at the very least, he is the son of high rankers, or he is intended to become one, and just his own description of the underworld that, nobody changes in the pecking order, that's wrong. You could say that it could be true that most people wouldn't. It could be 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 10,000 could change, but if it's only 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 1,000, you could say that there's no way to change the pecking order because of how rare that is. 1 in 1,000, the vast majority of people are never going to change their way in the pecking order. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below this theory. Do you think that Liebe is a high-ranking devil or a supreme-level devil? Or do you think that this is just all bollocks and that he just looks like a humanoid high-ranking devil because Tabata wanted him to be, and he's so strong because Tabata wanted him to be, but he still is a low-rank devil? Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoy, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Also, don't forget to check out my light novel, 9 Faints, linked in the description. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...